Clash of Steel, World of Tanks and late War Leviathans mix prototypes, real-world vehicles and concept tanks into the games. The Rheinmetall Skorpion is a paper panzer, a 12.8cm tank hunter based on a design sketch from 1943. But now you get to try it out on the tabletop. Stick with me to see what it's like. This is CSG10, the Skorpion G tank hunter platoon box for Clash of Steel. It contains parts to build 3 vehicles. Although this is a Clash of Steel box, it's also intended for late War Leviathans in Flames of War. Skorpion is a tank hunter conceptual design based on the Panther chassis, mounting a 12.8cm K43 gun. Rheinmetall proposed this design in response to a 1942 specification. The big 12.8cm gun gave the Skorpion excellent firepower, and the Panther chassis gave good mobility. But the armour was thin, with the weapon mounted in a small open turret. If we look at the back of the box, there's an image of the assembled kit, plus a promo image of 2 Skorpions. There's no assembly guide in the box, but a printed one is supplied as a separate sheet. This shows the parts and all the assembly steps. It's a very quick build and looks pretty straightforward. Let's look at the plastic. Skorpion comes on a single small sprue of dark yellow plastic. This contains the upper, lower and rear hull, gun and turret pieces. The tracks come from a separate Panther sprue from 2012. That's going to leave you with lots of spare Panther parts for your bits box. Parts are sharply moulded, with lots of well-defined detail cast in strong relief. The upper hull shows its Panther lineage, with a very recognisable engine deck and fans. The central portion is a wide platform to support the open turret, extending out over the tracks and sponsons. The glacis plate looks taller and more steeply angled than Panther, with the letterbox-style driver's slit and radio operator's vision port. There's no ball mount for a machine gun here. The interlocking armour plates can be clearly seen on the glacis. The front crew hatches are the angled type, and both crew positions have 2 vision blocks. The lower hull piece is pretty simple. Inside this piece there's a socket to accept the turret peg or a magnet. There's not much keying for the tracks. That's a side effect of using the tracks from the early 2012 Panther sprue, which I think was originally designed to work with resin kits. There is an angle in here you can use for positioning, but it's less precise keying than we expect from modern Battlefront kits. The rear hull is a fairly standard Panther shape, with a central void for the exhaust piece. Detailing includes a few engine access and filler ports, as well as 2 stowage boxes. The exhausts are a pair of simple pipes. There's no flame guards or other later Panther features. The turret comprises 2 pieces. The upper section is a mantlet and angled side plates with an open rear. The lower piece is a basket onto which the gun mounts directly. There are tabs and slots here to aid positioning and make a secure join. The bottom of this piece has a socket to glue in the turret peg or a magnet. That just leaves the gun, a 12.8cm K43 gun with a distinctive, large 3-baffle muzzle brake. Like Skorpion itself, this gun was a concept and was not actually produced. So that's the Skorpion. It's a small sprue but well put together with some good detail. The parts look like they'll go together well. Using the 2012 sprue for tracks will leave lots of leftover Panther parts for the bits box. I think using this for Skorpion clearly demonstrates it's cheaper to continue to use this older sprue and waste plastic than it is to tool a new part. Tooling the moulds is expensive. So what will Skorpion be like on the table? It's available in Flames of War and Clash of Steel. While the stats are similar, the points are very different. This is the Clash of Steel entry. You can see Skorpion is a glass cannon, with just 4 front armour and 2 on the sides and rear. It can't take much incoming fire. But it can dish it out. The 12.8cm gun has a 48-inch or 120cm range, with AT-18 and a 2+ firepower. Rate of fire is 2 halted and 1 on the move, plus slow firing gives it a +1 to hit when it fires on the move. In Clash of Steel, you get 4 Skorpions for just 22 points. That's 5.5 points each. That's much cheaper than the 12 points each you pay for them in Flames of War. So that's a very quick look at Skorpion for Flames of War and Clash of Steel. While this is firmly a fantasy project from the napkin wuffer, it's a fun kit. It builds up nicely and looks good. Parts count is low, and it goes together well. Skorpion's great big gun gives it plenty of firepower, but thin armour means it will be torn to ribbons if you don't utilise the terrain and fight from ambush. In late War Leviathans, you can mix Skorpions in with Jagdpanzer E100s, or field them as part of their own tank hunter company. Are you tempted to take some Skorpions? Will you be using them for Clash of Steel or in Flames of War? Does it feel strange using this paper panzer design, or are you excited to get the opportunity to try it on the tabletop? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.